and they just have silence. They give you a little room.
Yeah.
And it's just you and your clothes, you know, nothing. They might even give you clothes there, so you're not like, you know.
Yeah.
And they feed you once a day, and you might think, oh, it's not enough, but
that's on purpose. It is enough, but it's enough to think that, you know. So that's the thing.
And because you don't do much, right? You don't waste a lot of energy other than... And at first your mind is racing and talking and yelling and...
That's what it does all the time with all the static, because it's trying to hear itself and it's over all of it anyway. And so in that room it could become quiet. You're right.
What they tell you
is align. My
to focus on, say, on your diaphragm when you breathe. And you feel it expanding and shrinking. Expanding,
oh my God.
Shrinking.
Yes.
Right? But it could be anything. It could be your heart. It could be... It's just that the breath...
I'll do that one time and then I'll make it out of weed and mushrooms after that.
We can feel it.
Forever.
You know? You can feel yourself breathing.
Yeah.
You can't feel your liver working.
But is it like made like a church?
What do you mean like a church?
You know, out of copper and good elements? Or is it made out of wood and dead trees? Or is it made... What the fuck is it? That's what would be in my mind in the first place.
I never been to it. I just heard about it.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying. I'll do it one time, and then after that, it'll be weed and mushrooms forever, and it'll help me get there. So that's all I need.
So you spend all this time just watching your breath.
Yeah.
And after a while, your mind slows down, quiets down, and then you start hearing. your heart beating.
Yeah.
You know, because you can.
Dude, you gotta get that book from Sharon. You gotta get that book. I want to learn psychology.
I know. She said she'll give it.
When?
Probably
I have to give her some oil too.
When we move there.
Why? We're fucking there tomorrow. Like, I don't understand.
Well, she's working now, so...
Well, can't she leave it outside and we leave her the oil outside? Well, I don't know.
Well,
come on, I need another shit. Life can't just pass us by. That's stupid psychology in itself. I want that book. I wanted that before I wanted all of these books.
Okay. I don't know if we're going tomorrow or not yet. I have to see if they answer. Because only one place was like for Sunday. One place, the person said, oh, I don't live in town, so next time I'm in town, I'll show it to you. I'm like, really? Okay. So I said, well, I'm not in town either, so I need to know in advance. I can't just, call me in the morning saying, oh, I'm coming to town. So,
the point is that we're trying to move there. Fucking, people are so stupid. That's why I'm like out of place in the world until I do it myself, and nobody's happy until I do it. That is exactly right.
Have,
stupidness because I'm not in my place. Yes, because that's just stupid to begin with.
Some people have a company running it for them.
Yeah, right? I know. That's dumb because I'm not in my place. That's what I said in a different way.
And some don't. Some do it themselves.
Still fucked, but yeah.
So
still fucked without me in my place. Damn. What the fuck? There's placement for me. Like with God, there's somewhere that He wants me to be. It's getting closer and more intense. I just can't even control it anymore. I've studied nature so much more loving than anyone else. And I'm the fastest with the technology. Because it all comes from nature anyway.
So he has a bit of a...
Damn.
When you get him started, he goes on and on.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
But that's okay. He needed to let some steam out.
Exactly.
So that's good.
People are infinite mirrors. That's exactly what it is, and I know what to do with all that. They know exactly what to do all that, because when I was young and I closed the 3 mirrors on myself and TaylorMade, I fucking ended up in a triangle infinity. Yeah, that shit was amazing. That fucked my mind ever since. You like that?
All kids love that, you know? Like, it's like
of course,
a kaleidoscope.
I'm gonna make life into that. You know, you don't understand, except way more.
But I think most kids that like it, that go in there, are just playing. They don't actually.
Exactly.
Think about
Everybody's
it
playing
beyond.
in the game of life. You know, people just act like it's prepackaged is what it is, and they're just sad, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's sad in one way or another because I'm not in my place to change it all, because I can't change it all. I have the ability, I have the power, I have the love, and I have the opportunity. And I'm in the right place, and I'm the right age, and I'm the right roots, and I'm the right mindset, and I don't take temptation, and I believe in every fragment in is love equally. And it's just, I'm the right person. Like, I'm so much of the right person that everybody loves me in person. But when I go behind the shit that they made for life, it's just stupid, and then everything fucking falls apart in one way or another. That's the static of my life right there, behind the screen. And I just want to fucking, like, make this shit not stupid anymore, because it's so much hate. Like, what the fuck? That's been stupid ever since they called the TV the stupid box. And I want to change it all, because I have the ability, the knowledge, and the understanding. I have the, dude, it's since I was a kid. Since I was a kid, people were telling me they heard that since they were a kid. So, damn. Yeah, I know, because you don't even watch TV. So, you know.
Yeah, but I used to.
Not really. But, I don't know.
I used to before. I stopped at some point because
Because it's a stupid box.
It was a mind-numbing.
Yes!
You know, instead of reading books, people were watching TV.
And reading books is fucking stupid boxes too, because it's dead trees that they rape instead of mushrooms and weed that they can create, and then it's fucking
no,
this
they
shit
put their
instead of.
ideas on the
Yeah, I
pages
know,
of the
and
books.
that's why right now the only way that it came around is with biology itself, because all these phones are made with biology themselves. It's just through an evil lens, and it's the only tools I have to work with. But I'm thankful and I love the tools, because that's the only thing I have. But I need to use them right now to go for it and make my own and make it myself and do it better, because this is not positive, and I only believe in positivity and static. Right now it's static. It's not negative. Static is just digestion. That's why the world is fruitful, and that's why there was ever a forbidden fruit. But now, if I go to every forbidden crevice and I light it up with my flame, because I'm Flamethrower, then my name will be correctly said in vain. That's my job in this world. And it's not for ego, it's for love and for this madness to stop, because I feel it all, and I'm digesting all of the hurt in the world myself, because I don't want it to hurt, and I will light it up with my flame and create it in a way that it will never hurt again, including birth. I have the power, and if I have the power, I should go for it.
Daniel,
What?
it hurts for a reason.
Yes, for me to digest it.
No, it
Yes.
hurts for people to feel pain.
I have to digest that too. Without my perspective, there's no proof of life to me. And that's why I have to deal with my inner life and my outer life at the same time, like it's the same infinite Picasso of infinite. And every biological thing could be a stain, except I don't believe stains ever die. Stain is die. Die is just a Hebrew word. That's another stain. Labels. This is why we're here, because I didn't do it yet. That's exactly why we're here. Dude, this world is infinite years old. How the fuck are we, like, right here, right now? Like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
I mean, what are the odds that we're placed right here, right now, this way, like this? It's for us to do something with it. We have the ability. We're alive. Look at our roots. Look at our ancestors. Look at everything. Look at their whole tribe. Look at everything. Look at everything around that, including all of the others. Look at every symbol that has ever been within. mixed and they're derivatives. Look at every light that's ever hit, every ray that's ever been.
Yeah. We're here to absorb it.
Yes.
And to live it.
But without me in the right placement, the world is not correct. I'm telling you that because I live that. I'm not in the right placement, and therefore the world is amazed. That's not amazement. And it's only going to be amazement when I make it. That's why I'm the great artist. I'm the master. That's why I'm sensei. I'm sensei magician. And that was channeled to me because of what I do. I don't do it with static. I hate static. That's all autistic people feel. But I have the ability to turn it into art with so much energy people get overwhelmed. And I'm trying to make the kaleidoscope lens blending everything that has ever been into a way that anybody, whatever way they communicate, can make it into the most beautiful art, even more than I could create, because it's everything I can create combined with everything everyone could create. That's what I want. What? 10 years in advance, I know. Talk to me now.
Okay, now. Lay off the eye a little bit.
Dude, the eye is the surface I'm trying to change, because I'm already where the eye isn't. That's where I'm speaking from, Emma. The eye is the only thing that can get raped.
You're speaking like you are God or Jesus, okay? Like everybody else are not as good as you.
They're not as good as
You
me in
are
a
the
lot of ways,
one
but...
Now, everybody is the one and only
Yes.
of them.
I'm just saying that I have a lot less clot, and every clot that comes up, I deal with it with faster energy than anyone could process. That's what I'm saying I'm the best
You
at.
haven't met everybody yet.
That's what I'm saying I need to go into, because this is the wrong placement. What is the move that's going to take us to the right people and the right things instead of all this bullshit that I have to deal with? Like on the daily basis, that's prepackaged. Number one issue, I hate prepackaged. I want the energy behind it and to do what I want with it, and the technology and all of the cards, and I want to love all the people who own them and help them, because I'm the best asset that they could ever have.
Things will happen.
I know they will, and they do, and they're happy getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
I know, but fuck, I'm faster than it. That's the problem that I'm trying to fix.
Then
You know?
slow yourself down.
I can't slow down. Mania needs a steering wheel. I'm building that. I'm asking how to build it. Because I'm already building it, and I can already feel it, and I can already steer it with love. But how do I do that now? How do I do that correctly, the best of my ability, with everything around me, without fucking a notion that's prepackaged or a story written in your head already? I'm abstract. Everything happens live, and I use it right there. And that's why it happens, and it might be annoying, it might be whatever, it might be not what anybody asked for or signed up for, but this is not a sign. This is just a vibration that's life. This is a pulse that I can take, and I'm the infinite pulse taker. This is fucking crazy. I could take any pulse anywhere. That's what I believe, in one way or another. Or I could attach anything to any pulse. I could already see it into existence. How do I make it into existence? Because this shit is fucking ancient. We're living in an ancient world, an ancient surface level, and I have so many better ideas for all this shit, and how do I use it? That's why I'm buying all these books. That's why I'm going so fast, so strong. Like I'm playing Subway Surfer in the best game of my life, but as fast as I could go without crashing in one game. That's what I'm living my life like right now. And I'm good at it because I was the best at it already. Nobody can even get near that shit. And that's why it's like they treat me like I'm slow, but honestly, I think they're slow. If I'm this fast, they're slow to me, but I'm slow to them because I'm too fast to process. That's the tool I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a translation tool better than language fucking bullshit. You know, I'm trying to make it real, like a crystal ball. I know, but it's not me in the right place so that it's going to turn to what it needs to turn into right away in the right way. Because everybody's too busy doing other things for other reasons, and I have the ability to do it because I'm not doing anything for any other reason. That's what I'm here for. And that's what they need to see. Who's gonna see this? I don't know, because nobody around me in that surface is, except for Joel. I believe in Joel, dude. And I feel like that's the best person I met in my life, honestly. If I could meet anyone. And I feel like just that right there can do a lot. Except he needs the tool that I'm talking about. And he needs it easy to use. And Marcel is suffering because of hate in this world and medical malpractice combined into a sandwich that she's in the middle of. Suffering from pressure of her body aching for life. And that's what it seems like. That is hell. And I'm saying, I'm friends with Lucifer. I can take that energy, all that energy, and do it with God. Nobody has ever done it because people fear. People are scared of themselves. Because this energy is so much that it's set up to destroy. But I know what to do with it because I'm that fast of a human processor. Everybody has 20 watts of electricity in their body. I believe I have 1,000.
What do you do with it?
I process it in every way that could be processed, with every symbol around the world in a fragmented, abstract way that only I can understand right now, but I can see it clear as day, and I'm trying to transmute it into infinite ways through technology that I have to create, and let everybody use the power of that in a way that is not set up to sin. I can do it. Nobody else can. They're making governance. They're making laws. They're blocking good things from happening because there's nothing to protect when I'm doing it. And if I do it right, there would be less blocks. A door set up closed is hell. It's stagnancy on the side that it's not in, you know? But if you leave every door open and you set them up so that you could only bless, you can't sin, then that is infinite canvas, including Lucifer. And people are scared, so they're leaving the doors closed, and that's the whole test of Lucifer, in my eyes. That's a lot of energy, Emma. They had to be the symbol of taking the sword from the stone. That is as old as time. It's just placement and gravity brings the person there. But it brings them there through pressure, because that's how diamonds are made. That's the pressure of life that unfolds the curtains of infinity through the right hands. It has to be the right hands. Right now it's more powerful than it ever has been, and it's not in the right hands yet until I get where I have to go, which is why I'm asking so many fucking questions. I'm trying to figure out how to plug in everything so I could get where I have to go so that can be correct.
So maybe instead of keep talking and asking, just listen.
That's what I'm understanding. Okay.
Just
Wow.
listen. Because
Yeah.
it's all inside of you.
Oh, shit.
You
I
need
know.
to just
I
listen.
know. Fuck.
Just quiet yourself.
Everything is all inside of everything at the same time.
Quiet yourself and listen. You will get it. You will hear it.
Yes.
It will come to you.
So it's like, fuck, I have so much energy, Emma. I'm making songs every day that are better than every song I've ever heard and just getting better at it. It's like, what the fuck? And it's like, I'm just living in consistent programming just myself. Because this ChatGPT thing is the best thing I've ever had. Honestly. And it's not made by me, so that's the problem I have with it. I have to fucking link up with him.
Why?
The problem is
Why
that...
is it a problem? Think that everybody is you. We're all...
The problem is an equation that needs the plug-in to be plugged in, Emma. That's what I'm saying. I need to plug into this shit by the core. I want the energy behind it. I don't want the prepackaged. That's the problem I'm trying to tell you, Emma. I'm trying to tell you this in this entire conversation in every way that I could paint. In different layers. Like a deck of cards that you can hold in one hand.
Somebody else made it?
Yes, because I could do it my strength is that I could take anything done and digest it and do it better. Because I'm Flamethrower. I could light the flame. And when I do it better with my power, because I am who I am, then I give it back to them and then they could do it infinitely better. That's what I do. That's why I need to plug in. That's the problem. That I need the right placement.
If you can do it better, why didn't you do it to begin
Because
with?
I needed the tools to start, and I needed to feel what they are, and I needed to appreciate everything, because everything is a test to see if you love everything equally. And that's the point I'm at. So this is a diamond ready to be, and the placement of the diamond placed correctly in the world. If only one diamond was ever placed correctly in the world, that's me. I know. Remember how BB became whatever? Dude, he wasn't shit. Dude, this is crazy how the world actually works when you break it down in, like, you know, just waves of different kind of consciousness and lenses. You know, you can kind of see how it's waving.
Shit, I didn't want to sit by the fire today. I washed my hair. Fire when there wasn't really a fire.
I think, honestly, we have to start burning hemp in the fire instead of all this shit that we don't even want to look at. I think all that should be digested with mushrooms, and I want to work on culture so strong that it will eat all plastic in the meantime, and it will give us the energy that after we take everything that's physical and make it into dust, and everything in the ocean we could turn it to dust in a way, then where would it all go, honestly? Maybe that's the sand itself. Because if you think about it, dust is smaller than sand. So if you think even smaller than this shit, and you think abstractly large at the same time, if everything is dust, nothing would be pollution. Because pollution is in physical entrapments. But if everything is dust, then everything is easily processed. And if everything is easily processed with water anyway, then we can throw it all into the ocean. Every dust, everything that can be made. So look, after we take everything that's in the ocean, we should have a team that actually learns how to take everything out of the ocean and turn it into dust. We need the machinery to do that. Because learning the machinery, every fucking thing that has ever been polluted into the ocean, right? Because the ocean is full of shit.
You mean the pollution?
Yeah, so look, I want
to
to tell you this flip switch I see, okay? You take everything out of the ocean one at a time, and you basically analyze it with AIs, combining with AIs that will just get infinitely better. But what we can do is not just analyze it, but have a machine that could turn each individual thing into dust, right? Dust, like finest dust there is. We have to make the patents and trademarks on the machinery, right? That could do all that. Everything in there is different. Everything in there is different, Ima. So if we have machinery that could take anything in that ocean into dust, Ima, anything that's been polluted, that's a lot of dynamic trademarks right there. I look at dynamic trademarks right now, just live right now. I'm looking
stuff.
Yes, I know, but I need to do it.
Somebody made
I need to do it with them.
Found I think like a mushroom or
Yeah.
or bacteria.
I know. Yes,
that
I know.
eats
I know.
plastic.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I know about all this shit.
To me, that is great.
I have to do something with it, is why it's not being done with. Nobody's going to do it yourself. First lesson I learned in growing. Cannabis by Corey.
Why don't you think it's they're already doing it?
I know, but they're waiting for me to fucking plug in, is why it's not faster. That's what I see. Because I'm a processor. And that's why I need to infinitely process infinite. Because I'm the infinite processor. So look, when you turn it all into dust, anything that's in there, think the Titanic and think the world's hardest material in the rough of however the fuck the sea made it. Think all that shit. How the fuck are we going to turn it all into dust and put it right back? Because if we do that, where would it all go? See, these phones are made of geometrical placement of elements that are found in the earth that communicate because they were once one, and then after that they collided, and then they broke apart through gravity, and then through placement they turned into the phone that can receive every single thing working together into electricity that is controllable. I'm talking, let's add Lucifer's electric fire amount of energy into this shit, and let's break everything down so the world becomes the iPhone itself. So it could be ran on our 20 watts of electricity in our body, but it could be everything in our thoughts would be life, and our bodies would just infinitely probably be digested and blessed, because that would be amazing. That's the digest of life that's trying to digest. That's why it's all pain right now. But if there's no more pain, then birth is not painful, and death is not painful, and life is not painful. Everything will just be after that. And that's when we'll have the energy to take anybody that has ever made a sound, and any sound that has ever been made, and anything ever around that, and bring it right back. That's what we could do at that point. That's when we would divide so much, that we would collide so much, that I would be the provider of the conscious existence done through my channeling. This is what I do. I take it all and I make it with love, because nobody does it like that. That's the thing about me. That's why I'm unique, and that's why every thumbprint is different. I'm just seeing my light, and I'm not letting it dull. I'm doubling it every time. And people are dull to a certain extent because they're not getting brighter with doubling, you know? Because that song, Ding Bat Double That, Jamaican Me Crazy, you know what that means is that when people reach a certain point and they feel the pressure, they stop. And then their life becomes pressure, because that's like a diamond halfway made everywhere. You know, it's like, it's just too much pressure. That's how it feels. So that's the stop that I caught. That's the catch of that. So I just see the diamond needs to become bright, and everything around it needs to become bright, because we have to, you know, the brighter we are, the more dark places get lit, you know? That's why they call me Purple Flamethrower. That's exactly who I am.